What is going on, guys? It is OGC here, original gaming culture, coming at you. Just like every day, we have a new video for today. Today, we are doing group raids 4 stars, and we're going to be starting off by fighting against Rose. If you, as well, want to fight off against a giant Rose, you need to trigger green, green, blue. So there'll be 6 styles, 3 green, 3 blue. Pick any 2 green and end it with a blue, and you two will fight Rose. When you fight Rose, it's important to have sages on the battlefield because she will pop up with an ability in the middle of the screen that says Sages Rise. When Sages Rise pops up, you will want to use any sage skill that you have available, and it will take off about a half bar of Rose's health, and it will open her up to take more damage temporarily. More importantly, she won't get a giant power up to just destroy your entire army. So that's a good thing. You'll want to coordinate that with the other ones that you fight as well. I do go with a mostly range heavy focus. I I think for this first stage, I would have been better off with the pack of Huntresses in the front, like the 3 packs followed up with everything. But I was feeling lazy, so I didn't do that. And as you guys can see, me getting wiped super hard 1 minute in, regrets were made. Luckily, I had some really good teammates, and they kind of carried me through this. So super important, make sure that you have the appropriate heroes out. Make sure that they actually have abilities that you can use. So if you put, I don't know, say gladiators out there, but none of your gladiators have gladiator abilities to press, then it's not going to help you too much. So make sure that if you place the heroes, they have abilities that you can use. Ideally, in a perfect world, one person would go in and take off all 30 bars. That doesn't really happen. So if you get 3 people go in, if each person can take off about 10 bars, you'll be able to crush the main boss or the first boss in one foul swoop. So as you can see, I absolutely bombed it, and I only took off five bars. So I'm running down to the bottom right to fight Denji once Denji appears. Again, luckily I have teammates that are way better than I am because I sucked so bad at only getting 5 bars. While we're watching this, guys, please go down into the comment section. Let me know what your best time was. On my server, the best time is like 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes and change, but yeah, I did horrible. So we can see Rose has a little bit of health left. Bobby is finishing up the attack, so I go in to attack Denji. So if you do start off with Rose, the 3 heroes that will summon will be Denji in the bottom right. You'll have Jax in the bottom left, and you'll have Varian in the top. So if you go top to fight against Varian, you'll need generals with general skills in order to beat Varian. If you go bottom left, you will need mages with mages skills to take out Jax. If you go bottom right and you want to fight against a giant wild Denji, who's probably the easiest, you will need gladiators with gladiator skills. As long as you have gladiators with gladiator skills, you won't have too many issues. Make sure your phone is charged up, otherwise the power might go out on you. So for going up against Denji, at least, you really don't need a front line or anything. He just dies off. I do think that for group raids, the best race is definitely the Sylph. I've done this as Dwarf in the past. It was absolutely horrible. Human might be able to get away with it, maybe. I can't imagine Rakan doing anything tremendous with this, but going Sylph will help you out for this stage. If you do get the gold archers, I would recommend for this going with the Zen Sylph archers. Because of the no moral collapse, they'll stick around a little bit longer. So there we have it. One attack on the main boss. If each person can get 10 bars, and if you get more than 5, you're doing better than me. And then each person splits up and attacks their side boss. Again, if you Rose, it's going to be Varian, Jax, and Denji. Denji, you need gladiators. Virion, you need generals. And Jax, you need mage. All for the skills. If you do not use those, then you're going to wipe. You're going to stop putting out damage, and it's going to slow you down. So that should be 2 attacks total so far. One on the middle, one on the sides, and then you reconvene in the middle for the final boss. And then you just take him down, and you get a bunch of nice rewards. The rewards look like dragon eggs to transmute, like the legendary ones. Get some basic resources, and then I forget what the pink ones are called under the chakra. But you get those. I believe it's 12 for this group raid, which is a decent amount. I'll gladly take that. I figure if they're priced at $5 for two, then 12's like $30. So take it while you can. So I run up to check Virion out. So Bobby attacked Virion. He had just a sliver left, so I decided to jump in because why not? Ideally, all these should be taken out in one swoop. Before we were having Bobby do Jackson, he was able to take out Jackson one hit, and Tyrion would take out Virion in one hit. Play on words there, wow. So for some reason, I decided to switch things up, and bad decision. So Bobby also attacked. That is not his fault. He was probably in the screen when I went there. That's something that just like for the final boss in the swamp runs, you don't want to attack if you don't want multiple people attacking if there's just a sliver left. Just have one person clear it out. Bobby probably couldn't see me. So anyways, here we go. We go in for the final boss. The final boss will have different skills that pop up, and you just take him down. He's for me, he's way easier than Rose. He's harder than Denji. So I need to do a Sage's skill. So I put out the Cyclone, take out a little bit more health, and do some more damage. And then we continue to attack him. Goal for this, you want to get 10 bars. If everyone on your team gets 10 bars, then you'll be in good shape overall. You'll get one attack. The people that are getting sub 3 minutes or just over 2 minutes are just on their own level. So now we need to use Gladiator one. We do some more damage to the final boss dude guy. Kind of looks like One Punch Man. That's who he reminds me of. Get a little bit of lag in the game. And we continue forth, trying to bring victory home to our people. And what does he require us to do now? Oh, I thought it was going to pop up at 30 seconds. Maybe it comes up a few seconds later. I don't think I get the last one out. I think he asked something that I already have it all dead. And I can't do it. Mage's Rise. Nope, I got Mage's Rise. So I take off the 10 bars off of him. Now, if the two teammates also take off 10 bars, then that's a 2 minutes for this guy. So with the one attack each, you should get 2 minutes for the first boss. At the most, 2 minutes for the last boss. 1 to 2 minutes for the middle bosses. So it's very possible to get this in less than 7 minutes. If everyone can take off the appropriate amounts. So right here, I am not attacking. Instead, I'm reading chat because I got bored. I'm not attacking the final boss because if I attack now, there's still going to be the big health bar. I want my teammates' attacks to finish and end, and then that will drastically shorten the, well, assuming that they did damage, it will drastically shorten how many bars are left. So if say one teammate finishes and it goes down to like halfway, and I attack, it's not going to be nearly as good as waiting until both end, and then it goes down to a sliver. So because I waited until both teammates finish, it knocked off all of those bars. If you don't wait for that and you go in, however much health, it's not going to end until you kill off all of those bars. So it's better to stagger for if you have to do a second attack than have everyone go all in for a second time at the first possible moment. That's assuming that you're doing big damage. If you're struggling just to make it through, then you might just need to go all in. So this was just our first test run of the day. I want to get this up for you guys. We're gonna go back and we have a lot to refine on it. Do it. Find out what areas you can shave time off of, and then retry it. Try out different strategies. As you can see, we already have people sub 3 minutes, so it's gonna get competitive. We'll shave off a few minutes off of this one, but if you guys can, please smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Stay safe in the group raids, and also make sure that you guys use your hero skills before you get wiped. Have a great day, guys.